hate yourself. That game's bad. Mighty Number 9 is just hot boo boo shit. Ugh. But to be like, no, it's not even really that good. I like this one better. Oh, do you like the one you've been playing since you were 13 better? Weird how that works out, ain't it? It's like I've tried to play, like, I don't like Metroid Prime. I understand its relevance. I understand why it's important, but I don't like Metroid Prime. I still own a copy of Metroid Prime, and I've played the demo for Metroid Prime 2. I just don't like the 3D. I just don't like it. It might have been because I was playing it on a GameCube. Maybe if I played it with like a traditional like 2-stick controller, I might like it more. But right now, I don't care for it. Like I never cared for it. Like the one thing about it I didn't like the most was the fact that I had to the fact that you had to figure out where all the artifacts were to actually get through the end of the game based on these cryptic messages. It's like first off, I was in high school. This is pre 2006, so I was stupid. Not 2006. When was the tornado you bro? Was that in 2005?
The Nader?
Yeah, that '05.
Six.
That was in 2000. Okay, so this was like
Six.
2004,
Because
2005. I was playing this.
Katrina was in five.
Okay, I was just a dumb child person who was like really really bad at the game. I didn't understand the stuff they wanted me to do because it really all revolved around, hey, take stock of where you are and think about where you're going and look at your surroundings and no to all of that. Okay, so here's the deal. This is what should technically speaking be the end of the game. I don't remember what happens. Like I super duper don't remember what happens. That's Pauline, yeah. Go Mario, jump, man. Okay. So, just I got that out of my system. I'm good now. That frog is going. Whoop. And I somehow died. Wait a minute. I'm on the moon. How are y'all breathing up here? How is there water up here? I probably shouldn't be asking questions. There's ghosts up here. There's people up here. There's pools of water. Oh. Yeah, I super don't remember what happens at the end of this. Like, I super duper don't. Like, I don't know if like I have to fight something at the end of this. But I do know that there's one more boss fight that I want to do. Whether or not I... Oh! 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 I'm gonna need y'all to talk. I forgot about this part. Oh, I don't want to do this. Oh, I don't want to do this. 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 This took me forever. I was on the PlayStation with I think Jade, Jamal, and maybe Justin. Yeah, all them J's. It's real. When I first did this, and it was, I won't say not fun, but it was damn sure hard. Oh, this is upsetting. It's a gauntlet of Bowser's butt fuckery.
That's the next Mario game, folks. There you have it.
Heard it here first.
Super Mario Bowser's butt fuckery. Coming to Nintendo.
And remember, if you want more hot tips like this, then go ahead, comment, like, subscribe, and don't forget to
you should at least subscribe.
Ring that bell.
Yeah. At the very least, just subscribe. You ain't got to comment. Because I feel like after that last video, the
So
comment is like, well, this is because, this game is good because I said so and my brother was really good at it and he liked it. And he's always right. Shut the fuck up. Alright, go ahead.
So I noticed they gave us Days Gone.
Days Gone for free? Yeah.
Yeah, they gave us Days Gone and
Have you
Zombie
been going to the
Army
website?
4.
Have you
To
been
what
getting
websites?
the Sony like have you been getting your games from the Sony website, from the PlayStation website?
Mm-mm.
If you do, you can get the PlayStation 5 game too.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I had already started, like recently started playing Zombie Army 4 on my laptop because it's been in the Xbox Game Pass store, and so I downloaded it like a week or so ago and been playing.
And how's it treating you?
Oh, I definitely enjoy it. Definitely a very basic and corny name, but the game's a lot of fun. Yeah, it is a lot of fun. So I may just go on and play it again.
Oh, is it a like a story-based game?
Mm-hmm. Yep, and I think it's a story-based game. You can play with multiple people also, I think.
Okay.
Yep. So anybody watching the Oscars?
And I can say that I am not currently watching the Oscars.
Well, I know I ain't watching it. Figured I'd ask you guys.
I'm watching Family Guy.
It's like watching the Oscars.
Like you know the Oscars are no longer interesting when I'm not watching.
What do you mean?
Because I enjoy award shows.
Man, Tekken 7 is 80%.
Oh, what am I doing? I should not be watching. I need to be watching. This. Yeah.
Did anybody watch the services for Earl Simmons, DMX?
I didn't watch the whole thing, but like BET was did coverage of it, and I have it saved to the DVR. That cat, like,
I did not.
his people did not let him go out cheap, boy.
Ooh, nope. Nope. They definitely did their thing. I watched pretty much the whole thing yesterday, and I haven't seen any of what was supposed to be today.
The monster
Was
truck
it
was
neat?
sick.
Oh man, heck yeah.
Were there performances and stuff?
No, it was a service.
Mm.
Yeah. Friends and family said they piece, and that was just kind of it. I don't know what went on today though.
I saw it was just like a private church.
Ah, right. So yesterday was pretty. That's what I figured, because people had a lot to talk about his service yesterday, and I was like, I think that was just for us
Mm-hmm.
as fans, because the whole theatrics of it all was just for the fan base. Everything else that was going on today is more than likely just gonna be for them, those who actually knew the guy off camera. But it was awesome. Yeah, that monster truck was a beast. Hell, this casket was a beast. Yeah, every freaking Rough Rider chapter you can think of was rolling down the streets of New York.
Yeah, that was a lot.
It was. Racing.
Yeah, it's all the way back to the very beginning. There's nothing worse. Suck my dick, bro. That's a weird sentence. Oh, okay. Oh. Then freaking Shock G died.
I know, right?
Yeah. And he died
I'm
for the
like,
same
what's
same
happening?
stuff basically. He had a drug problem.
Oh, damn.
He wasn't necessarily into being famous. Like,
Mm.
yeah. He wasn't really into the idea of being famous, so kind of being put in the spotlight like that just wasn't his thing. So he kind of had like a hard time struggling. What else did dude say? He said it wasn't just that, but he had a really hard time seeing his own self-worth. Like he was like, dude had like a lot of talents, but if you weren't telling him that it was good, he wouldn't really go forward with it.
Mm,
So he needed that
validation.
he needed that that validation to feel like what he was doing was something he should continue to do. And he said like the one thing he wished he could that he wished for was that he was able to see his own value and just accept that you're good at what you do. Yep, I put that off somehow.
That's man. That was real. Once I found out that he actually, had officially died, I was like, it sounds like crazy, but my first thought was, oh damn, I wonder what Tupac. Oh shit.
Nah, that's wild.
I showed up and was like, oh man, I know Tupac gonna be hurt. Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
Duh. That yeah. When I was looking at DMX services yesterday, I was like, man, yep, some of these celebrities there gotta go right around the Shock G's services. It's freaking ridiculous, man. Freaking ridiculous.
Like I'm having a better time at this than I did the first time I tried it, for the obvious reason. I don't remember much of this. Like I really don't remember much of it. Fantastic. Well, fuck it. Might as well just go ahead and eat shit. Oh. So basically, the two people who are not able to see what I'm doing understand what's going on. I'm stuck in a gauntlet, and I basically have to use almost every ability the game has taught me to use thus far to traverse this Bowser gauntlet. And there is no checkpoint. If I die, then that's it. And I died. So I'm having to get
That's
to where I was. Yeah, like you have to start all the way over. Like if you die, you start from the very beginning. Like you have to deal with every obstacle you've come across thus far. And I died, and like I died because I didn't know where I was going. But Jay, in your personal opinion, do you think they should do a remake of what's the name of that game? The Sub-Zero mythology game?
A remake?
Yes. Like a remake or a remaster. Like you know.
No.
Why not?
Was there anything memorable about that game outside of it not being what we kind of wanted it to be?
A lot of people feel like that there should have been more to it. A lot of people feel
Why?
like that game was good, but they didn't get enough. Like there should be like
Oh,
another.
you had enough. That'll do, pig.
That'll do.
That'll do. No, if you need a remaster or a sequel to anything, it should be Shaolin Monks. For what?
Yeah. Yeah.
MK Shaolin Monks should definitely be it.
And definitely make it finishable. Yeah, finishable. Because Lord have mercy, I got to the end of that game, no cheats, no nothing, just playing the game with my raw game playing ability. Yo, that game is hard when it comes to like beating oh, that's what this is? Great. Okay. When it comes to trying to beat great. Fuck. I hate this shit so much. God fucking cunt. Shit. Oh. Yeah, I did that. Ah! Oh, I'm gonna die. I'm that's it. I died. Back to the beginning. Come on, let me start
Back
at the
to the
Sphinx.
beginning.
Fuck! Oh.
Right.
Ugh.
Ah!
Oh. Well, Mortal Kombat better be at least mildly good. Like I'm gonna need something. I'm gonna need something after this. I'm gonna need like a shot of Ciroc or something. Oh, boy, this is rough. I mean, this ain't the hardest thing I've encountered in video games recently. Not even close. Like I've done this before, so I know for a fact I can do this. The Master Sword quest, like the Master Quest in Breath of the Wild, is by far 100 times harder than this. There's so many rooms you have to get through, and each one is with a different different challenges. The objective is to kill everything in the room, but they take everything from you, so you have to like learn how to scavenge and how to use your stuff a little bit better. Yeah, you gotta use what they gave you. There's nothing worse than the whole, like, cause something being hard is, alright, it's hard. But when you have to do the whole, well, you died, start over. It's like, and you have to like humiliatedly go all the way back to the beginning and fuck up the same shit all over again. Come on. There we go. Come on. Who are you talking to? Okay. Like two extra hits don't really mean a whole lot because I can get more. I'm pep talking my way through this.
Ha! Oh, breathe.
Mm.
How was the calorie counting coming?
Well, it's rough.
The calorie company?
The calorie counting.
That's what I thought
How
you
was
said.
the calorie counting coming?
Yeah, that's what I thought. He's
Yeah.
eating old
Again,
food still.
yeah.
How do you think it's going?
I was saying, the only reason we on
Yeah.
this call this early was to distract me from my hunger.
Ooh, shoot.
He's got the hunger.
I got through like 3 carrots and was like, yeah, these just ain't good to eat. So I just tossed them outside.
Mm.
Oh, man.
Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to go through that with the other bag I have.
Did you tell Jay about that call? Not the call, the neighbors. Tell us all about the neighbors,
Oh.
cause you remember that voice recording you sent me of your neighbor.
No.
That was nuts.
Well,
Yeah.
here's something. I know he has neighbors, but he never talks about them. So in my head, I picture that he lives in a house. Does a big house by himself.
No. I have undoubtedly told you about the children running back and forth at 3 o'clock in the morning.
But man, it's been a long time since you mentioned that. I forgot all about that.
And funny enough, like this story has absolutely nothing to do with them. So you know how like in your apartment you've got it's you, and there's the one above you, and then across the hall, and then there's somebody above them.
Yo, real quick.
So
What is across the hall from you? Is that like the administrative office?
I don't have an across the hall.
Not you, Jordan.
Oh,
What
that's
is
another
that?
apartment.
Oh, that's the person that
It's
lives
somebody's
there.
house.
Yeah.
It always like I was always confused because I
Is it
always
because
saw
the
that,
mailbox is right there?
No, it's because I always saw that thing that's on her door, that like scripture or whatever, or that like may God guide you or whatever it says. I don't know. What it says.
Oh yeah, I know.
And I was like, is this like does somebody live here? It's like, or is this like the administrative office?
He's like, who the hell is God? Does somebody live here?
Oh.
Right. So basically, you can look at my specific apartment complex as a square. Okay, and there's 8 apartments. Right. So there's me and one above me, and then literally right next to door to me is one, and then one above them. So, and then if you split that in half, on the other side is the exact same thing. So, the people next to me have a dog, and the people above me have the 2 kids that run back and forth. So there's a lot of noise that happens in this apartment at all times of the day.
Damn.
Right? So, one day, I was just sitting in the living room.
If they weren't so
and then I was
these goddamn Joy-Cons. Oh, my heart just broke. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was I was sitting in the living room, and then I heard a commotion outside. Actually, I'm just gonna
Was it a
let's
locomotion?
see if I can. It was a little loco.
It was a little loco. I done hurt it.
Let's see if I can go back and send.
I can play it.
Yeah. You can play it?
Yeah.
Will it be heard?
Yeah, I can hold it to my microphone.
Play it.
Oh no, I can't because I'm on the phone. My bad.
Ah,
If I got my other phone, I could.
Son of a bitch.
I'm gonna send it to you, Red.
No, you can play. Oh, yeah, you're on your phone. All right.
Yeah, like it's not. It'll be heard by me.
The annoying part is like how close I keep getting. Like I am doing really well at this. Like on a like, oh,
Oh,
this is the first time you tried this kind of thing. Like
I
first time
guess
I've done it in so long.
I'll send a couple of more things to push the spoiler out of the way. If you want to listen to it, Jordan, yeah, you'll have to scroll back a good ways to get to the spoiler. There you go. So I heard the commotion, and
Dude.
what I'm hearing is two women yelling at each other, and I'm like, "What's happening?"
That's
And
exactly how he said it. What's happening?
so I,
This is the
I pop
boom.
up
It's
and I stand next to the door, and all of a sudden I hear a man's voice, and I'm like, "Oh, what's really happening?" So my next door neighbor is arguing with the people that live above her. And
okay.
I've never had any contact really with the people that live above her. The only time I ever even like saw somebody from that apartment was when the guy in that apartment was checking his mail one day, and I went out to check mine. We said like two words to each other,
What's
and
it like?
then the people that live in the apartment next to me, the lady never speaks. Like I've said hi to her and she just looked at me. Um,
Bitch. I see.
so I was just like listening and I'm trying to figure out like why are they arguing? Like what is this about? So turns out that the people that live above her also have two kids that just run back and forth. And I was just like, oh, well, isn't that something? Like, I got two kids that run back and forth above me. She got two kids that run back and forth above her. But that day, she just had enough of it.
It's the same
And
kids, literally. I know. The people that
she.
lived upstairs knocked down a wall and they occupied two apartments.
So she, that day, just decided she went upstairs and she told them, hey, could you
Get your
stop your
kids.
kids from running? And their mom was like, I woke
Bitch.
up today and I chose violence. And
Okay.
because when she asked the lady if she could stop her kids from running, she countered with, we don't ever say anything to you about your dog barking, so don't come up here
Oh wow.
Well,
and
first off,
ask me about
my
my
dog is
kids.
barking because that's what dogs do. They bark, bitch.
Well, here's the thing. No, here and see that was one of the things that was mentioned, but she also said, "I understand that they're toddlers and they're gonna play. That's what they do. But could you just not do it at 6 o'clock in the morning?" And I'm just like, try 3 in the morning. Um, but literally all over the kids running and everything, like they were going at it. Like she was full on ready to fight this lady and this lady's husband who was trying to calm this situation down. Um, and at one point, I don't know if that was in what I sent you when she started apologizing. Um,
Yeah, it was in there.
because Yeah, because they had countered with the dog thing. Like your dog is always loud and nobody says anything to you about it because we're neighbors. And she was like, "Well, I
So I got
apologize.
you.
I apologize." And she went into her apartment and she slammed the door. And so the person that lives above me actually came down to try and calm the situation
Oh
down
my
too,
god.
because the two of them are friends, and so they were talking about like being neighborly, and they were just like, yeah, like whenever my wife sees her and the kids see her, they say she speaks, and she just like doesn't talk to that she doesn't talk to them. She just looks at them. And then he was like, yeah, and one day like I tried to say hi to her, and she ran in that apartment real quick and slammed the door. And then that dragged her back outside, and she goes, I always speak to the kids. I always say hi to them.
No, these white people or black people?
And
'Cause I'm
They
imagining white
black.
people.
They black.
oh no, they were black. They were black. And the husband from upstairs was like, "We got to stop this. Like we can't be out here, um, two black families doing this in front of the entire neighborhood." But it was absolutely ridiculous.
They was
But it
doing some
was it was,
cussing.
it was really
They
entertaining.
was they was
It
getting
was
their
really
cuss
entertaining.
on.
Oh yeah, yeah. They were going at it.
It was bad. Like okay, here's what I wanted to say this real quick. There's nothing weirder to me than hearing somebody yell an apology. Because what happened was like I think like the whole dog thing came up, and she wasn't ready for that. But because she was
Yeah.
still in gear 10, she was still on tilt. So by the time it came down to saying, like, hey, your dog always loud, and we don't say nothing about it, man. It's like, okay, well, you know what? I'm sorry about that. It's like, are you? You sound relatively frustrated. It was like, yeah, I'm sorry that apology came off as violent. I didn't get a chance to change gears. Well, shit. It's like, all right, lady.
Well, I mean, she still didn't. She still didn't,
I
because
always
she
talk to
went
them
inside
kids.
and came back still in 10.
Mm.
It's like, well, lady, you mean to tell me you always speak to the kids? Like, you gotta speak to them before you go back in the apartment. Like, it don't count if you be like, hey.
You said, "Hey," from behind the door.
Right. Oh my
Hey,
god.
kids. Now, go
Like,
away from my apartment now.
oh my god.
Mm.
Oh, I'm gonna regret this.
Now, see, I don't have that kind of relationship with the people above me. I never speak to the children. Um, the wife always has a sour look on her face, but you know what? Her husband, he's real nice.
So he gets a pass.
He gets a pass. He's real nice.
Now, back when Jay was staying here, we had Erica and Haley living with us, living next to us.
You,
Yeah, they were cool.
AKA your best neighbors.
Yeah,
They weren't
were
the.
cool.
Yeah, never mind. Yeah, they were.
No, they were your best neighbors.
I get conflicted on that because Frank literally saved my life. So I always get a little
Did he?
conflicted. Yeah, he was the reason I went to the hospital.
Mm.
Because he just kind of showed up. Like, out of nowhere and was just in the hallway. And, like, he was the one trying to tell me, like, man, like, you haven't really been speaking coherent sentences, like, since you started talking. You probably should go to the hospital. And the only reason that was so... And I sound like a dick for saying this, but the reason that like, stuck out in my head was because Frank was not a super articulate young man. But he was able to, in that moment, like, convey to me, you fucked up, bro. Like, you need to go do something about what you're going through.
He was also jailed for murder.
Well,
So
no, he was arrested for suspicion of maybe having caused the murder. The other guy went to jail for it.
Yeah.
Whose name I won't say here because I don't want to go get shot. Also, that dude was killed while me and your bro was in my bedroom watching Django Unchained. So when the cops was like, did you hear anything? I'm like, when did this happen? They was like, oh, it happened like the other night. And I was like, oh man, me and Breeze was in there watching a movie. We didn't hear shit.
And do you realize, like, literally the days after that happened, like, his kids were back in school. And I'm just like, are you serious? Because I had them in class, and one of them was being a little douchey. And I respond to douchiness with douchiness. And she just tried to pull the whole, well, my dad just died, and I just looked at her and went,
I know it.
uh-huh.
I know it.
Okay. Like, what do you expect? What do you expect me to say? You were still being a dick. Like,
my bad. I didn't know your daddy died. Go ahead, keep on being an asshole. My bad.
No, yeah, no, that's no pass from me.
Screw you, buddy. My dad just died.
Like, why are you in school? Like, get out.
If it's that big a deal, you need to take your badass back to the house.
Yeah, but both of them, like, he had a son and daughter, and they were both in school.
Like the next day? How long you say it was?
Like, within the next few days.
You know, when my grandfather passed away, like, I didn't
finish school now.
Yeah, I just quit. It had really nothing to do with him, but, I figured why go? But no,
I found my reason.
I was asked, like, did I want to like go to school that day? And I was like, ain't no reason not to. I mean, this ain't gonna, change nothing. So I went, like.
But did you go
No.
fishing for sympathy?
No.
No, okay.
I didn't even tell nobody. Like, I might have told William.
William! Ah, how I miss y'all, boy. Will. Who came in hot. The days he came through was just the niggery of the nigga shit. He really did.
I'm gonna be the only
And you know what's funny is, like, he wasn't like that. He wasn't like that in school.
Hold on, y'all. All right, well, I'm gonna end this one here, and in the next episode, I'm gonna just keep doing this while they talk in the background because it's the only reason I haven't broken a Joy-Con yet. Oof. Oh man, I am a tad toasted. I am just like the way I just died on that stage. You've never seen anybody else die like that. I don't know how to control this fucking gross gecko glidey motherfucker.
Gross gecko.
I'm gonna piss on somebody. Alright, y'all. We out here. Peace. I ain't gonna pee on nobody here, but piss on somebody eventually. I don't know.